but missions. And they asked me, like, how can you do this? You're the head of the Bible school, the head of the Christian school, the assistant pastor. How can you go? With my feet. With my feet. I'm going with my feet. God told me to go, and I'm going to go. And so the enlarged heart. Think about this church in Rome. What Paul says to them. It's incredible. Separated to the gospel, Romans 1:1. Then he speaks to them later on there. He says, you've got a vision in 1:5 to all nations. Are you with me? All nations. Then in 1:8 he says the whole world. In 1:90 talks about all of Rome. He's giving a vision. He's talking to people in Rome, which is a city. By the way, you think it's tough here? It's difficult now. All you hear is, let's stop talking about what's going on. Who gives a flying rip about what's going on? I know what's going on with God. What's going on with the pandemic and the education system and the politics and the government? Yeah, I'm getting sick and I get tired of the whole thing. Wow. Rome had 4 million people and they ruled the world for 969 years with an iron fist. Hello? Caesar worship. Taxes. High ones. You think things weren't difficult then? And Paul says we got a vision for all nations in the whole world and every person. Just read it. Then you read Romans 15. He uses the word nations 10 times. Romans 15, he's talking to them about nations' vision. Wait a minute. Don't you know the things we're going through, the difficulty we have, the problems in Rome, what's taking place? We're a very small church in Rome. 115, 125 people. What's he saying to them? Go. All nations, all the world, every person. 10 times in Romans 15, he uses the word nations, nations, nations. And then he's talking about beyond. In Romans 16, 19, and 26, he's talking about mission and a vision. And that's what we're doing. There's going to be some people that, we're not staying in this church. And I remember a couple of times in Africa, what about feeding the poor? I said to them, a group of them one time, they came to me with that. They said, we shouldn't be doing missions. We should be taking care of the poor. I said, the poor you'll have with you always. Let's go. Let's go. Let's believe God. You know, it's amazing, too. Out of 268 churches, I'm just speaking about Africa. I don't know about much else there in other places precisely. But there we have almost all of our leaders in 268 churches are African leaders. They've been trained. They watched classes from here, sometimes 2 every semester. They've been trained and they're on a mission. And they're going with the message. We've got the greatest message that there could ever be in the history of the universe. We've got what's called the gospel. It's good news. I got something to tell somebody. Whether it's down in the Northeast Market or over at, what's that place, Dundalk something? Dundalk Flea Market. Yep. Guy said to me, who told you that you could do this here? I said, God did. You got a problem? He goes, no, goodbye. I think it was the way I said it, I'm not advocating doing that. I'm just saying, like God gave me the authority. Amen? We've got a message. And oh God, enlarge our what? Enlarge my heart. Enlarge our hearts for all kinds of people, all kinds of situations, all kinds of races, all kinds of troubles, all kinds of problems. Drug addicts, alcoholics, people that are rejected, rebels, reactors, people that like nobody wants. I want an enlarged heart. I want an enlarged heart. And the Corinthians, he said, don't be straitened in your heart. Have an enlarged heart. And this enlarged heart will give us an enlarged vision. This will give us enlarged steps. Psalm 18, my steps have been enlarged. And we go forward. And if we cannot, I love what Ezra chapter 1 says. They went. Who was there among you as God be with him? Let him go up at once to Jerusalem and build the house of God. And those that couldn't go, he said, help. Help. Help how? Pray, giving, whatever it might be.